Okay, hey beautiful souls, welcome, welcome. Whether you're tuning in from Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, I am so happy you're here. If you're new here, I'm Lassyfly, and this is our sacred space where we dive into the magic of the universe together. Before we get started, please take a second, tap that like button, follow if you haven't already, and subscribe over on YouTube so you never miss the session. As always, we are going to be starting this thing off with a collective reading, and then we're going to get into a new paradigm topic. So settle in, take a deep breath, drop a magical emoji in the chat so I know that you're ready, and let's get into it. Okay, let me get this energy cleared. Hello, how are you? I'm just going to share this really quickly. Facebook. And how are you today? Okay. So I'm just sharing this really quickly. What happened? Are you talking? Oh, okay. Okay. So let's see what we have. Sorry, I was a little bit late. My laptop needed to be restarted. I guess it was dead, so I had to get it on. I didn't realize that I hadn't had it on the charger, and it died. I don't even tune in. Oh, dang. Okay, any other messages? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. All right. Your choices. So we have a lot going on right here. Let me get this all in order because it's kind of messed up. It gave me a bunch of cards. All right, bottom of the deck. Well, it's actually all wands. So there's a bunch of wands energy in here. A lot of movement is happening. We do have death card. So there's a lot happening here with cycles ending. So we have this 10 of wands coming out first. I wish I had the black light. This is Sagittarius. This is 10. So this is completion. This is sun energy. This is completing things, but you see how they have all the tools there. So you've been through all the steps. You already have everything that it takes. You've mastered so many skills. This has been a whole journey. It's not done yet, but you're mastering these timeless skills. And you can just see, like, you have every wand that there is here. It's showing through all of that. Like, this is memorable achievements. Like, these are your achievements. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of all that you have accomplished. You've collected every single wand in this suit, so you have learned so much about yourself. This is something to be very proud of. Like, just recognize yourself, recognize your power, recognize who you are, celebrate. So reward yourself. Hi, princess, thank you for joining. So reward yourself, honor yourself, be proud of yourself. You've been through so much. You got your blueprint right there. So you still like taking steps. You have all you need right here. You've completed it all. And through it, you've picked up all of these memorable achievements. It's like when you're in the game, you know, this is a fucking game. You know, you're picking up all these achievements. You have all these awards. Be proud of yourself, you know. You've leveled up, but you've also completed so many things that were very much at one point meant to hold you back. We have this Eight of Wands coming out for us in reverse. This is Jupiter energy. This is Saturn. No, sorry, this is Sagittarius. This is 8. Fire energy is here. This is, you know, yeah, you have all these achievements and you have these timeless skills and stuff, but they're like, don't be so reckless about things. Don't do things without thought. Like, here they are, they have all these arrows and they're just shooting them. And it's like, don't be so quick to shoot all your arrows in one place, you know? And don't do it so blindly. Think about it. They're like, we want you to shoot, you know, shoot your arrow, but they're saying like, shoot for the stars and make sure you are doing this with intention, because that's what they're saying. Like, when you do this recklessly, when you do it blindly and without thought, like, you're not even really shooting for the stars. Like, you're lacking strength, you're lacking intent, you're lacking willpower, like all that you are. So when you shoot for the stars and know, I got all that it takes. I've been through these tests. I've collected these achievements. I am worthy of this. So shoot for the stars, but set your intention. Stand in your power. Know that you are the creator. So put your intention into it. Put your strength into it, that power, and watch it manifest. Don't just do it blindly and be like, oh, I hope this shit sticks. That one, you know, whatever sticks, okay, that's mine. No. Set the intention. Know your power. We have the Seven of Wands. This is Leo. This is Mars. You know, they're asking for you to literally take hold. Like, this is your higher self handing it to you. I don't have the black light, but if I did, you would be able to see it. Like, there you are, and there's your higher self, and here's that wand, and it's like, you see all the eyes behind you? Like, they're watching. Everybody's watching you. This is you. Like, you're receiving this. And they're telling you, like, they want you to take hold. Literally, just grab it. This is your power. This is your birthright. This is your gift. They're like, grab it. This is your opportunity. Take this sword and use this sword to sever all of those things that try to destroy you. Sever all of that negativity, even if it comes from you. They're like, take this. This is yours. This is yours to remove anything that no longer serves you. Even if that means something you are doing to yourself, something you are believing about yourself, something you are saying about yourself. Those blindly shot arrows, just hoping whatever sticks, sticks. No. They're like, take hold of your power. Take hold of who you are. That's your magic. And everyone's watching, because they might look to you to be the way, for you to show them, oh shit, that's what I gotta do? That's how you do this? I didn't know that. Yeah, show them the way. Don't be afraid to take hold of your power. And they're like, it's intense, but this is an opportunity for you to destroy all of those illusions, all of those things that no longer serve you, that no longer align with you. Here's your wand, baby. Stand in your power. I love that so much because they they they're literally just like handing you, like, you're the magician, like you're the creator, like, here's your wand, you know, now stand in your power. This is who you've always been, and they're reminding you of that. You've always been magical. We have the death card. There's your higher self. This is Scorpio. This is 4. This is water energy. That power, that wand that they're handing you, both times it was intense. It's your intense power. But now they're telling you, like, you're in this phase and it's intense. But with psychic abilities, they're showing you, like, quite literally, your guides, your ancestors, your spirits, like, they're all around. This could even mean like a literal loved one, somebody who has passed, who is literally around you and are trying to communicate. Damn, princess, look at you, you're choking me up. And they're trying to communicate with you. They're trying to speak to you. Maybe there's some blockage, but this is all about rebirth and transformation. You're letting old parts of you die so that you can be reborn into that power. They're handing you your wand. This intense power, this intense psychic ability. We all have it. We just got to remember it. And they're like, let all these old things die. Put them to death. Because there are so many parts of you that are being awakened. You're being empowered. Hi, Jima. So I know, girl, look at you. You're choking me up, princess. So, be ready for this powerful part of you that's being awakened, but also maybe pay attention. You might have a loved one that is nearby who is trying to communicate with you. So if that resonates for you, I don't know, but that's literally the message that they're saying, is like somebody could have a relative. There's somebody who, it doesn't even have to be a relative. It could be a friend. It could be a partner. I don't know, but it's just like, that's what was the message. Like, this could, like, intense was the words that, like, intense power, intense psychic abilities, but quite literally there could be somebody who has passed on who is trying to get your attention, and you're either too distracted or you're not standing in your power and you're afraid, and they're like, no, don't be afraid, because maybe there are other people around you who are like, I'm having the same experience. Maybe it's the same person, I don't know, that could be, trying to communicate with all of you. I don't know. But this is like, they're handing you these gifts. They're like, take them, stand in your power. This is who you've been. But this is so beautiful because this is going so perfectly with this topic, the new paradigm. Like, letting all this old shit die so that you are the new paradigm. Like, man, I channeled a message. Let me just tell you, like, yeah, I have it in my notes, and it's, yeah. Page of Pentacles. Look at that. It's you taking your power and standing in it and nurturing it and letting it thrive and grow. It's like taking action on all of these golden opportunities. Watching these things flourish. You're like gathering all these things because you have your blueprint, so you know everything. You have your coins, so you're stable, you're financially stable. So it's like you don't need anything because you have it already. Everything is already yours. It's already yours. So take action. Plant your seeds. This is the time. New growth. Ostara was 4 days ago, 3 days ago. You were supposed to plant seeds. Plant your seeds. Whether it's physically planting seeds or planting seeds that you are manifesting. But take action. Use your resources, use your tools. Focus on it with your intention, with your love. Nourish it, water it, love it and be good to it and speak to it. Watch it flourish. Watch it. It's all in your hands. You are the healer. You are the magician. You are God. You are all of that. So, watch everything that you touch when you set your intention, when you use your strength, when you use your willpower. Watch it thrive. Bottom of the deck. 3 of chalices. This is Cancer energy. This is Pluto energy. Creation energy. This is energy of community, friendship. And again, with that intense magic. Like the power of your friendship with the right people, the intense magic that you can create. They're asking that you use these relationships with the people who are on those levels, who are on your journey, who are aligning with you. They're saying, like, lean on each other for emotional support, but also for reassurance. Because they're saying we can't always do things alone. We're stronger together than we are apart. Unity. UNITY. So we need to come together because together we are intense magic. We cannot be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. What else do we need to know? Right, let's see. Oh, and What do they say about planting them seeds, about them people? Baby, money is coming. Plant them seeds. Whether it's physically planting seeds into the earth or manifesting. But take action. They told you. You have everything that you need. Take action. Because money is coming. This is your season. You didn't know? This was protection. It's all happening the way it was supposed to. Your season of flourish, your season of abundance, your season of wealth is coming. Because those things that weren't serving you anymore, that weren't in alignment, they weren't meant to be a part of this. This was protection. They're gone now. You're cutting things out. You're standing in your power. You're taking them wands and you are also shooting them arrows with intention, with willpower, with strength. You're choosing you. You're choosing to take your power. And because of that, it was protection. You had to get to a certain point. That was the 10 of Wands. You had to level up. You had to get to a certain point. You had to experience enough. You had to collect enough achievements. And they're like, you leveled up. Here's your rewards. Here's your achievements. But also, here's people who you can support. And they can support you. And you can lean on each other. You can all have this abundance. It reflects in your reality. If one's having it, everybody's having it. Where are you at right now? You got to take back that wand. You got to stand in that power, because wherever you are right now, you're not grounded. You're feeding into the fear. You're feeding into the worry, but you're not in the present moment because they're keeping you out of it. Work. I know what that was like. Man. Somebody. I don't know. But I remember what that was like. And I remember literally like the feeling of just being like, I can't, my body, like, listen to your body. I don't even know whose energy this is that I'm picking up, because I don't work. I work from home. I create. But somebody isn't happy where they are. That is your body telling you. It's rejecting it. It is quite literally rejecting it. Like I could feel it in my whole body. So there's bad intentions, suppressed emotions. Like, you need a healthy outlet. This isn't cutting it. This job, it could be your coworkers, it could be your boss. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's bad intentions here. And this is what you need to walk away from. This is what you need to choose yourself, your mental health, find healthy outlets. They're literally telling you, like, protection. This is protection. So protect yourself and don't worry about anything else. They already told you, plant your seeds, stand in your power, take that wand. Money is coming. You don't have to worry about anything. You are the creator of your reality. But if this is for you, if this resonates for you, like, listen to your body and what it's telling you. This isn't for you. and you know it. But they also said that there were opportunities. This is your chance to cut out that negativity. This is a chance to remove those things that don't serve you anymore. The universe will always provide for you. I know. I haven't had a job in 2 years, but this is all a part of my healing. This is all a part of my journey. They had to sit me down. Literally, I had to get my ass whooped by an old man with dementia so that I could sit down and do some shadow work, so I could sit down and take care of me, so I could sit down and listen to me, because my body was telling me, my soul was telling me, but I was just looking at the paycheck. I was looking at it from a 3D point of view. I was looking at it from, lack mindset. I don't have a job. I don't have welfare. I sell my stuff. I offer my services. People donate to me. People, do whatever they do. Like, I'm grateful that I am able to have what I have. I have my husband's income. But I literally put my trust into the universe. I am grateful for everything that I have. I am thankful. I cannot live in fear, because that's where I was before my spiritual awakening. I was so sick and tired of being fearful, of being depressed, of having such bad anxiety. I was having panic attacks all the time. I would literally be at work. I would be on shifts where I would not even be home. I had shifts where I did 72 hours straight. The longest shift I ever did was 120 hours. And I remember being on shifts, supposed to be taking care of somebody, and then thinking to myself, I'm gonna fucking die because I'm having full-on panic attacks at my job, but I'm supposed to be the one taking care of these people. And the universe finally was like, you got to get your shit together. So guess what? We're going to sit you down because you don't seem to listen. You keep taking extra hours. You keep doing what you think you are doing to provide for your family, but you're not taking care of you. You're not doing what you actually came here to do. So they sat me down. But I remember that feeling of being so anxious. I remember that feeling of being so fearful. Literally. Like, before I would even go to work, I remember like counting the hours down till I had to leave. And my husband would just be like, are you okay? Like, you got like 15 hours. Why are you counting that you have 15 hours? But it would just, I would never feel like I could be in the present moment. I was always in the future, or I was too much into the past, but I couldn't be in the present moment. And this is where we need to be, is in the present moment. And the present moment is where you create. And the present moment is where you heal. It's where we learn. But I had to sit down. I had to do work, intense work. I was doing therapy 3 days a week, group therapy 3 days a week for 3 hours. And then I had my regular therapy that wasn't even counting those 3 intense days. But I had to sit and really, really do a lot of work. I only had my awakening because of the fact that I was having such a bad panic attack. I can't even remember what made it come up that I had a post. I had a lot of posts where like people would literally just be like, are you okay? Like my husband's family, like commenting or even messaging him like, dude, is your wife okay? Because she's did you see her post? I was very, very fearful. but I couldn't be in the present moment. And it wasn't healthy. So I remember somebody had told me, you should meditate. I said, what the fuck is that? I should meditate. I am now a certified meditation coach. Meditation changed my life. It literally changed my life. I don't even know what to say except for that. Like, I would even do it when I would be at work. But it helped me to so much get into the present moment. It helped me so much to create, to understand gratitude, to understand that I was the creator of my reality. I didn't know any of that. I didn't even know what any of that even meant. I still don't even know what it means all the time. But I sit and I meditate and these messages come to me, these things happen. And it's changed my life in so many ways. And, you know, that's what it is supposed to be happening. Like right now, we're supposed to be taking the time to choose ourselves. Don't let these jobs keep you in fear. Don't let them, hold you back. I know it's a scary thing to just be like, damn, I can't quit my job, Angela. Like, I'm not asking you to quit your job, but I'm asking for you to just take the time. I was working before I got assaulted by one of my residents. I was working 16-hour days at that facility. I could tell you right now, every fucking break that I had, I was sitting outside and I was meditating. Everybody would sit there and just be like, why is that girl always out there? I was meditating and I was always pulling cards for myself that people started coming and being like, can you read for me? And I would just be like, I don't know how to read for people. I only read for myself. And so I started reading for people, but I didn't like do it until last year, like on the internet. But I was finding time for myself. I was finding time for my healing, that then it started reflecting in my reality. People started coming up to me and they wanted readings and they wanted to do work. They wanted to know about the things that I would like be interested in talking about, because I would talk about it to anybody that would listen. I don't care. I'll talk about it to anybody. But the fact that I was working with elderly people, me and this one woman, they would hear us talking all the time because she saw auras and I saw auras. And then there was another woman who was a Reiki master, and me and her would always talk about stuff. So just like people listening to conversations about some of the residents that I got to know. But what I'm saying is, if these jobs are causing you anxiety, if they are truly making you unhappy, please listen to your body. Please just take the time to ground yourself. Find time to take a moment to be in the present moment. Just ground yourself through that anxiety, through whatever is happening, because I know it's hard and I know it's really, scary to just be like, I don't know if I can do that, but just take a few minutes, even if that means going and like sitting in a bathroom and like locking a door and just having a fucking moment to just breathe. Breath work. Breath is life, but honor your breath, honor your life. Take a moment for yourself. The universe will always make a way for you. I promise you, it will always provide for you, especially when you are choosing yourself, when you are choosing healing. Sorry I didn't even read all these comments. Man, I love what I do. I really loved my job as a home health worker, but I worked in facilities too, but it took a huge toll on my body. And I was not one to say no. I didn't have boundaries. I didn't know how to say no, to the point where I was literally working 120 hours a week. Like I would full on like not come home. I would have some shifts where I would do 24 hours straight and then like leave and go to another shift and then do a few hours, but then go to another shift. Like, but then there were some where I straight up just would do, 16 hours and then go and do an overnight at somebody's, but it would be like I wouldn't be home. I didn't see my kids. I FaceTimed them and shit, but it was really hard for me. Mental health wise, not just that, like, but just like holding on to so much from my childhood, from so like my teenage years, from just so much that the universe was finally like, you've held on to this for so long. We've given you opportunities and you're just like, huh, what? I got the day off with pay, so let me go book another job. Cool. At this one job, or just finding ways to keep myself distracted from healing. That the universe was like, fine, we're going to whoop your ass, literally. And then you're going to heal physically, but you're also going to heal emotionally and spiritually. So don't wait for the universe to put you on your ass. If there's opportunities coming up, if things are resonating for you, if you have other ways that you can create money, because money is coming. This is your season. They're saying plant them seeds. This is the time. Believe in yourself, stand in your power, because they're saying like you're your only blockage. You are your only blockage. So don't stand in your way. Don't limit yourself. What were they saying? Find your people. Lean on them for emotional support, but also for reassurance. They can reassure you. You're fucking one powerful motherfucker. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can do anything you invest your time into. And I'm supporting you. I'm here for it. You like it, baby? I love it. I know you can do it because you are a reflection of me and I am a reflection of you. I believe in you. I believe in me. What are you creating? But we are our only blockage. We are the only ones that are holding ourselves back. Oh my gosh. I had shifts at that facility where I would work 16-hour days and then they'd be like, so overnight called out, do you want to do the overnight? You really think I'm about to work 24 hours straight when I've just taken care of 24 people? It's different if I'm working 24 hours in somebody's house. I had no problem doing 24-hour shifts in people's houses, but to do it in the facility, you want me to go 24 hours straight working the floor? Hell no. Like, I'm already exhausted from doing 16 hours, but you want me to do 24 hours straight? Ain't no way. What makes you think that I'm even able to do that? How am I going to be fully, equipped to take care of my residents correctly if I am so exhausted? They didn't care about that. It's crazy. Yeah. They will absolutely run you. That's what I'm saying is I also didn't say no, so it was to the point where they would just be like, we'll just give her all these hours and she's not really going to say no. But I really didn't. And then it was just like to the point where it was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have all these people. So I don't know, but you're being used by them. This could be the job, this could be relationships, this could be people, but you're being used. So take that wand, stand in your power, tap into your powers so that you are able to use your intuition and discernment so that you can see who these people really are, so that you're able to align with these ones that intense magical community, intense magical friendships, not the ones where you're being used. So cut them off. They were saying that wand can cut out negativity. Cut them out. Custody issues. You know, this could be issues with people. This could be custody issues with family members, friends. You know, maybe you'd be like, oh, I don't know if I want you to have my friends anymore. Maybe you guys are breaking up. You know, it could be all kinds of weird shit. But just maybe it's really custody issues. But we have custody issues coming out right here. This could be the whole you're being used by them too. Like maybe they're using this as a whole issue. Like I definitely know of people who use children as a way to hold power over people or to try to get people back, but as definitely a way of using them. So take that how that resonates. But they're also telling you to tap into your gifts. So now's the time to tap into your gifts so that you're able to, you know, stand in your power, and know the next steps to go forward, what to do next. Aw, that's so sweet. What else? What else do you want us to know? Yep. So they could be, like I said, talking about you. They could be trying to literally gossip, lie, and slander your name. That's all a part of them, like using you. It could also be with these custody issues. But they did say they had bad intentions. So, you know, make sure you are taking that wand and severing these cords. You can also use a selenite wand. I have a bunch of them. But selenite wands, you know, are really good for severing cords, energetic cords. You can do a burn release. You can do a cord cutting ceremony with candles. You can just use your intention because your intention is so fucking powerful. And they're literally telling you to tap into your gifts. So, you know, your only blockage is you. If you don't believe it's working, if you don't believe that you have the power to cut these people off and out your life, then you claiming that. But they're telling you, cut them off. Literally, bottom of the deck. Protect your energy. Protect your ideas. Protect your ideas and your energy. But same thing, you know, protect it because these people have bad intentions. They're only using you probably because you got some dope ass ideas and you know you got some bomb ass energy. So they're only using you. Protect your energy. It's high vibrational. And when I'm saying protect your energies, because you could have somebody spying on you. I definitely know that there are people out here who just want to be in the know, especially when they are, you know, narcissists and they want to continue to have this control over you, or they want to be able to know what you're doing, and you're protecting yourself. So, you know, they're trying to find every way they can to spy on you. They got to figure out how they can still know about you. No. You know, cut them off and protect yourself, protect your energy, mental health. It could be messing with your mental health, probably because they're out here and they don't know how to, you know, let go. And doctors, health, surgery. I'm actually certified in astral surgery, you know, but cut them off, let them go, you know, let this be a way to get your health back. I'm not saying that you have to do astral surgery, but maybe this is a time for you to use this as an opportunity. If something is coming up for you, maybe you need to go and have some things checked out. Maybe you've been, you know, not taking care of yourself because of, you know, these suppressed emotions that you didn't have a healthy outlet for, or your mental health issues. So this is the chance for you to, you know, get an actual medical opinion, or advice, or maybe it is a surgery, but if you're not, needing that type of surgery, but you just want to have energetics like cleansing, there's energy healing and things like that, astral surgery. There's many different ways to go about that, but this, is your opportunity, especially because they kind of came out together, to fix yourself, to make yourself whole, whatever resonates for you, whether it be a doctor, but this is about your health, and your health is wealth. So take care of you and yourself, whatever that means for you. But trust yourself, use your discernment. This relationship was a lesson. So whoever they are, whatever they are with their bad intentions, it was a whole ass lesson for you. Okay. Bottom of the deck. They're telling you, oh my God. I showed you the bottom of the deck because I picked it up. But underneath that, y'all better be careful, because somebody is spying. And they're saying like this relationship was a lesson. They also have underneath that there is a new, like that new car. No, I don't think I showed the new car. No, I think I shuffled. There was new car, but this is actually underneath the male spying on you. So there was male spying on you. There's female spying on you, car problems. This could also be them with their bad intentions or whatever. This is exactly why I'm saying like, protecting your energy. They have no power over you when you're protecting yourself, when you don't give your power, when you stand in your authenticity and you stand in your power, when you know you are protected, you are divine, you are sovereign. Like, don't let that, they're working against you, but you know what? It ain't happening, because they're telling you underneath that, focus on your intentions, because you are the fucking master manifester. Literally free your soul, stand in your authenticity, and do what feels right to you. But they hold no power over you, baby. As long as you are standing in your authenticity, you are tapping into them powers, you are protecting yourself and your energy. They can do all they want to work against you, but it ain't happening, because they already told you spiritual protection. And they were telling you as well, to, what do they say, for your soul, but also like mental health. So make sure you're getting yourself right too, because they could be sending you, energies that aren't even yours. Like, you could be feeling depressed or whatever because they're putting their energy off or onto you. So, use your discernment, but also cleanse your energy, cleanse yourself. Make sure that you know what is your energy and what is not. So this is why it's important for us to tap into our gifts, for us to know ourselves, to know our energy, because if you're an empath, you could just be holding on to their stank ass energy that they are pushing off onto you, because, they're so upset that you are protecting yourself, or you are setting boundaries and you're cutting them off, and they don't like that. So, we have Omnia Unas Est, Destiny Path. So this is, you're walking in your destiny. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that is going to make people mad, especially when you are standing in your authenticity. They don't like it. Get out of your head. Bottom of the deck. You're your own blockage. Get out of your head, okay? Don't worry about what these people are doing out here. They are spying on you. They're setting bad intentions. They're working against you. They could be gossip, lying, and slandering your name, but that don't matter. Get out of your head. Because honestly, that is a reflection of what you're saying to yourself. It's reflecting in your reality. So they're out here and they're saying it because you're already thinking it. So get out of your head, Action leads to success. So take action. They already told you that with that Page of Pentacles. Take the action. Plant these seeds. You already have everything within you. It don't matter what these people are saying. They don't even like or love themselves. You are working on liking and loving yourselves if you're not already there. So as you are fixing this mental health problem and you are starting to find healthy outlets for your suppressed emotions, and you start to free your soul and you start to choose you, it is quite literally going to reflect in your reality. Right now, this is just the residual of all the things you've been telling yourself, all the things that you sat there and you did against yourself, all them broken promises you did to yourself. You want other people to be, authentic with you, but are you being authentic with yourself? Are you choosing yourself? Are you listening to yourself? Are you honoring yourself? Or are you keep putting yourself in these situations, spaces and places in people's faces where they don't even respect or like you? But you think this is what you deserve. Get out of your head. Take the actions that lead to success, that actually lead you to your destiny path, which is you staying authentic. Focus on them intentions. You are so powerful. Victory. Victory is here, baby. This is your victory. Choosing your authenticity, standing in your power, walking your destiny path, it's victory. And there goes a fucking hawk. That's my mom. Hakate is telling you. Immense growth. Because you are growing so much when you stand in your power, when you choose you. Underneath that, surrender to receive. We have to be willing to surrender. And sometimes that's really hard because we want control and we want to be able to do things our own way. But that is immense growth when we surrender to receive, when we become vulnerable, when we see beyond the past. So victory is here. It's you. It's your authenticity. Master motherfucking manifester. That's you. Your victory is here. Your season is here. The new year is about to be here. Plant them seeds. You are the master manifester. And look at that. Abundance. The spider is abundance. And that's my mom again. Was that a crow? I don't know. But it's your time. Choose you. Hi, Patrick. You're watching the evening news. Well, what the hell are you doing that for? No, I don't know. But we're talking about the new paradigm, and this is all about you shifting into the new paradigm, choosing you, choosing healing, choosing love, choosing, authenticity. Authenticity is love. Healing the nervous system, letting go of fight or flight responses. That is the old paradigm. The new paradigm requires us regulating our nervous system so that we are more able to hold light and anchor into higher frequencies. We can't do that when we are based in fear. We can't do that when we are angry, when we're ungrounded. So we have to be able to shift. My child's saying something to me. I was looking at a message. So spending time in nature, trees, water, all of that, like being in nature, sun codes, this is all like the earth recalibrating our energy. Breath work. Breath is life. Sound healing, movement, moving your body. It releases like stored trauma. There's literally poses, not even just yoga, but just like poses or even breath work that you can do that will release trauma, and you'll just immediately start breaking out and crying because it's releasing the stored trauma in your body. Or you'll shake and shit and you'll be like, what the fuck's happening? But then you start crying and it's like, I didn't even know I had that. And it's just releasing. I've done that. I forgot. I have to find it. It's been a while. It's been a long time, but there was this TikTok I found, and this lady did this one pelvic exercise, and she showed it to me. Well, not me, but to everybody that watched her TikTok. But you know, it's like they're talking to you when you watch their TikTok. So she showed it to me, and I did this thing that she said, and I started crying, and like the way my body was shaking and shit, and I was just like, oh damn, she's right. Like there was a lot of stored up trauma. So releasing stored trauma in our bodies, um, being mindful, what do they just say, of what we put our listening eyes and ears to, you know, social media, the news. Patrick, I don't watch the news. I can't watch the news. You know, it's very bad for my anxiety. It's very bad for my mental health. It puts me back into that fear. But that's what their whole agenda is, fear. You notice the news is not all loving shit. It's bad shit. So conversations, things that you do, like partake in, conversations with people, those can keep you locked in lower frequencies. The things that we listen to, the things that we watch, it's all about intention. I love that. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing. That means abundance is coming. It's in your space too. I don't let my kids or anybody kill spiders anymore. I don't know where they are. I bought these things. They're like spider trap things, but like it's a bug catcher. It's really what it is. It's a bug catcher, but it has like a little slide thing, and it has a kind of a distance, so you can just like. But it was a bug catcher, and yeah, I bought a bunch of them. The first one I bought was, it has a magnifying glass on it, and I liked it so much. I tried to buy more, but there was no more. So I ended up getting these other ones. They're not as good because they don't have the magnifying glass, but they're you can catch the spiders and put them outside. But I think they're just bug catchers. But yeah. So that's abundance in your space though. Deprogramming our mind, you know, a lot of the things that we have in our mindset, like a lot of our beliefs, you know, they were designed to keep us in fear, to limit our sovereignty, to keep us collectively asleep. You know, this is why we're supposed to be asking ourselves, these are the perceptions that we're supposed to be changing, like asking ourselves, like, is this my belief, or is this something that I've been taught? You know, so we have to question things about history, about success, about relationships, even when it comes to spirituality. Is this something that I've been taught, or do I actually really believe this? You know, did I do the research and take this as my own, or did somebody, an adult in my family, push this on me and now it's my belief? Because that is a part of us growing and evolving too. Yeah, we might have to fucking be programmed by our parents or whatever, you know, but it's also our jobs to unlearn shit. My children though, I don't know. I've never lied to my children. We don't do holidays, you know. I don't lie to my kids. I will buy my kids things. We'll do certain things. Like, okay, we do celebrate like Halloween and stuff. I do Yule, which I didn't really call it Yule. I always called it just the winter solstice. But I haven't celebrated Christmas in 10 years, 11 years now. Bunny's going to be 11 this September. So about 10, 11 years. 10 years, because Bunny, we did it Bunny's first year. We didn't do it after that. So I don't celebrate Independence Day for what? Because who the fuck's free? I'm Native American. My husband's African American. I mean, so I don't celebrate a lot of things because I feel like they're all based in lies. I don't do Thanksgiving. I don't support a lot of businesses, but I feel like that was a part of me unlearning things that my family did, things that my family supports. Like I just feel like that's a part of us as adults, relearning things, reprogramming, and asking, like, is this my belief? Do I want to celebrate this shit? Does this align with me? No? Okay. Because that's where we have the opportunity to do things differently, to change. Yeah, the news always scared me. I know it. Oh man, don't even. My kids, I wouldn't say, like I said, I wouldn't say that they are programmed. I would say that they do their own research and I let them do that. They're so smart. Like kids nowadays, like they are able, my kids are constantly teaching me shit. I could sit there and say something and they'll be like, the fuck you on? And I'm like, wait, what? Show me, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, damn. I'm always learning things. We have to be open to learning, and we have to be open to letting go of things that don't align with us and aligning with things that do. So this is why I'm saying, like, we are having to be able to ask, is this my belief or was it given to me? But also being able to shift from external validation to like internal knowing, using your intuition. That is your best guide, but also your discernment. Like I said, your body will fucking tell you, it will absolutely reject what isn't for you. Pay attention to that. You could feel sick, you can get headaches, you can get anxious, you could feel fear. If it's fear, baby, that ain't for you. Because fear, that is not the new paradigm, that is not the new earth. Fear, division, hate, no. If it's fear, it ain't for you. It ain't for me. I don't claim it. Oh, this is just me. It's just me. I know. I'm. I don't know. Um, but I'm glad because my husband is always laughing, man. That laughing is good for your soul. So you know what? We're raising the vibration. Just laugh. But yeah, it's all about letting go what is not serving you anymore and trusting your intuition, trusting your body. Does this feel right? No? Then it ain't for you. They're asking us to detach from these illusions. Illusions where, even time is linear because they're like, that's not even true. They're like, everything is happening simultaneously, which I've found that out when I started doing past life regressions. So actually, like, I don't really know that it's past life because technically it's all happening at once. But I'm not quantum healed. I'm not certified in quantum healing. But so I don't know. But it's like everything is happening all at once. And this is exactly why they were giving us the messages. Authenticity, focus your intention, surround yourself with these magical motherfuckers, but also knowing you are the master manifester, knowing that your actions will lead to success. So every timeline is happening all at once. Baby, you can shift. You can shift timelines at will. This is why it is important for us to focus our intentions. Because when you focus your intention, you align with what it is that you will want. You want that abundance. You want that happiness. You want that unity. You want that optimal health, that prosperity. Align with it. Take care of yourself and watch it reflect. Like we have to literally, like that's what they're saying. Like we have to move past the passive wishing and like start actively creating. Like we can't just wish for shit. That's why they keep saying like action, taking action. We have to know, we have to remember, we're multi-dimensional beings. We are master manifestors. We are the gods and goddesses. What reality do you want to build? What do you want to create? Because they're saying focus on that intention, stay authentic, speak, act, and think as if you were already living in your highest timeline. Speak as if it is already yours. Feel that feeling, because that is how you manifest it. That is how you create it. You have to feel it. You have to believe it, to see it, to receive it. And I just had a fucking orb like flash in front of me. I don't know where that beeping came from. But this is exactly why this is coming up. They're like, align with the people who amplify your vision instead of draining it. The people who support you, the people who care for you, not the ones that are using you, not the ones with the bad intention. Use your intuition and your discernment and cut off those motherfuckers who are not amplifying your hopes, your dreams, your visions, your authenticity. Because some people will be okay with you being fake, and because then they don't have to be real. Then they don't have to, stand in their power. And that's okay, because some people are afraid to do that. But we're not doing that. We're amplifying ourselves, and we're amplifying those around us. We're supporting those people. We're supporting ourselves. We're holding space. We're having compassion. Because if we do it for ourselves, we can do it for others. So this is how we honor the world, like the power of the world, but also of our words. Because our words hold power. They hold intention. And our words are spells, and they shape our reality. So this is why it is important for us to really pay attention, to really honor and use intention when we speak. Words are spells. But they're also saying, like, there's so many of us as well that are waking up, and we're remembering. We're remembering our ancient ties to star seeds, to the elements, to, unseen realms. And it's not fantasy. That's what they wanted us to believe. But it's really us returning to lost knowledge, ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. So work with the elements. Work with fire for transformation. Work with water for the emotional flow, which is very much the energy of this cup as well. Chalices, cups, emotions, earth for grounding, air for clarity. But they're asking, like, remember, if you feel called, they're like, call in your cosmic lineage. Who do you resonate with? What star seeds? They're saying, trust the synchronicities, because those are messages from your higher self. There is no such thing as coincidence. It's synchronicity and divine timing. And it's messages from your higher self. So there's the biggest part of this shift is to stop shrinking. Stop making yourself small. Stop lying to yourself and to others about yourself. Like the new paradigm, it thrives on authenticity, not conformity. So stand in your authenticity. Literally, they're saying it in the cards. Stay authentic. Express your truth, no matter who it makes uncomfortable. Release the need to fit in. They're like you were never meant to anyways. So let that go. Let go of outdated beliefs, old and outdated contracts, because you can cut those off. Relationships, spaces that dim your light, people that don't respect your boundaries. Yeah. So I have a message that I have in my phone notes that I channeled earlier. Let me find it. Oh, I haven't found it yet. Hold on, I'm still looking for it. But I I work a lot with like Saturn. I feel like I'm ruled by Saturn. I have that mark on my leg that is like a burn mark or something. I don't know. 11111. But it's a Saturn symbol. And Saturn basically is like saying that mastery is not avoidance. It's not avoidance, it's integration. So we have to be willing to integrate these things that we are learning. We can't avoid them. We have to be willing to we have to let go of like these roles that like are keeping us enslaved, because that's what they're saying. It doesn't serve our soul. So we need to stop. We need to take ourselves out of this box, out of these labels, so that we can master who we truly are. We're not going to be able to do that if we're avoiding it. If we're okay with being in these spaces that dim our light, these relationships, these whatever it may be. But we can't avoid it anymore. We have to start to integrate it. And then I found my message, my channel message. So this is what I got earlier from meditating about what I should know and tell for the new paradigm. And this is what came through for me. This is a time of remembrance. You are not here to repeat history. You are here to rewrite it. Step boldly into the unknown, for that is where your power lies. The new paradigm is not coming. You are the new paradigm. You are the bridge between worlds. The old is crumbling, but you do not need to fear its fall. You were never meant to stay confined in a system that does not honor your soul. Release the need to carry what was never yours to hold. Instead, root into your power, your presence, and your connection to the unseen. Magic is real. You are real. The shift is happening within you before it manifests outward. Trust yourself. The whispers you hear are not your imagination. They are remembrance. Remember. And that's the message. So that's what I have for the new paradigm. I don't know. If anybody else wants to add anything, then, but that's the message. Thank you for spending this time with me, everybody. I hope that this helps somebody. Hope it resonates. But I don't know. I don't know what I know. That's why I said use your intuition, use your discernment. If none of this shit resonates, then please don't take it. You know, I don't know what I know. I just know that, you know, meditation, like I said, sit with yourself. They're whispers. And we have to silence out the world sometimes so that we can hear. Oh, thank you. So, you know, we're being called to heal. And when we start to heal and we start to spend time in nature and we choose ourselves and authenticity, we can hear these messages. Everybody has access to these messages. Everybody has access to these gifts. Some of us are just a little bit more tapped in than the others, but we're all able to do this. And we're all going to be able to do this. If you haven't yet, you will soon. This is a part of the new paradigm. This is a part of 5D. This is a part of New Earth. Telepathy, telekinesis, all of the things, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, like all the clairs. Every single one of us can do it. It's happening. It's happening. My email, let me, so hold on, I'm gonna put this right here for you. I have these, hold on. Let me put this right here for you. If this will make it easier for you. Let me copy and paste this. Hold on. Okay, copy. All right, let me post this right here. So I think it should go to YouTube. Let's see. Hold on. Did it post? There we go. Okay, I just posted it for you, if that helps. I think it should be inside the YouTube comments. But thank you. So tomorrow, what do I have tomorrow? Tomorrow, what are we talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're going to be doing ancestral healing. We're going to be talking about it. I am a certified ancestral healer. So we're just going to talk about, you know, the importance of it, you know, what we can do and healing ourselves, but also our lineage. So if you're wanting to talk about that or learn about it or see what comes up, whatever messages come in, I don't know. It's a surprise every time. They just surprise me. So tomorrow's ancestral healing. But yeah, that's the message though. So I hope it resonates for who it needs to. These messages are timeless, so you know, take what you need and leave what you don't. That's a wrap, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. Your energy, your light, and your magic, it's always felt and appreciated. I want you to remember that you are love, you are powerful, and you are infinitely divine. If any of this resonates, don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe so that we can keep growing this sacred space together. Until next time, stay radiant, stay empowered, and most of all, stay magical. I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your night.